Right, look, hang on, Ben. Roland,
Sure.
let me ask you the question that, look, there was a lot of back and forth with Mehdi because I believe that Mehdi constantly was deflecting from wanting to accept that anyone on the left has ever done or said inflammatory, incendiary things, when obviously they have. Do you believe it is unhelpful to public discourse in America that people keep calling Trump the new Hitler?
People call him Trump and Hitler. Republicans did. It was unhelpful. What's unhelpful is when we do not have policy conversations. That is unhelpful.
But why can't you just answer that question? Why is it so hard to answer?
When we go racist and non-racist,
hang on, Ben.
You don't actually talk about what the actual issue is. That to me is silly. And then when you spend 40 minutes on just that one question versus what are the
but you won't answer it either. This question can be answered very quickly and we move on.
I answered it.
What?
I answered it.
Do you believe? Hang on, Roland. What was your? I missed it. What was your answer?
How did you miss it?
Should people call Trump the new Hitler? Yes or no?
People shouldn't call Trump the new Hitler.
Okay.
If he quote Hitler, quote him.
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise, and today we got to talk about it. Roland Martin. Oh man, I do not watch this guy's show, but I thought it was quite interesting. He found himself on the Piers show. I gotta give Piers a lot of credit, man. He brings on some real kooky creatures onto his show, and but it does make for good content. It does make for good conversation for us to have, on this channel and, all throughout these YouTube streets. So Roland Martin, Captain Shield of the Democrat Party himself, was on Piers Morgan the other day. And that conversation, like I said, it was very interesting. Now, what we do know about Roland Martin is he rarely answers questions directly. Even when you ask him a simple question that only requires a binary answer, he will not give you said binary answer. He is going to filibuster. He is going to talk. He is going to do everything except for answer your question. And his debate tactics and the way he goes about doing things on his show, it's just very disingenuous to say the least. Or disingenuous, to say the least. Democrats right now, they're on the verge of ousting Joe Biden. You know it. I know it. The party is almost in a full-fledged revolt against this guy right now. And the Democrat Party right now, they're in a pickle because no one believes in Kamala Harris. But there's been people like Areva Martin and a few others out there that said that if Kamala is not choice number one, the black women are going to revolt. They are going to blow up the party. The Democrats have problems right now. They are in trouble, but I'm 100% here for it. We're going to get into this video here, but before we do, Piers Morgan is going to ask Roland Martin straight up, who does he think has the better chance to beat Trump? And this dude's going to refuse to answer this question. Before we get into the video, like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. But even more, hit that like button for me. It really helps the channel. It really helps boost these videos in the algorithm. Y'all know what we fighting. Y'all know what we up against here. And if you do share it, don't just click that link, up in the URL box, man. Actually click the share button, click copy, and then share it everywhere. That helps us here. It helps boost this channel and helps us get the boost that we need to continue to grow out here in these YouTube streets, man. So without further ado, let's go.
So let me walk you through this here. And that is this here. For the last 20 days, the attacks on Joe Biden have not come from the right. They've actually come from his own party.
Yes.
And so one of the dumbest things in the world. Now, we saw Donald Trump lie constantly in that debate on June.
I'm going to let him go. But why does he have a shirt on that says, "Let my people vote"? Who is his people? I guess that's the first question. Is it the 22 million illegal immigrants that he's stumping for? Is that who he's stumping for to be able to vote? Are those his people? Come on, man, cut it out. We've had the ability to vote. Matter of fact, the last election, we had the highest turnout in voter history. What is this guy talking about? This guy's ridiculous, man. But I'm going to back it up one time because I know I cut it off and then y'all lost it and I lost my train of thought. But I just seen that T-shirt and I had to say something about it. This is ridiculous.
So let me walk you through this here. And that is this here. For the last 20 days, the attacks on Joe Biden have not come from the right. They've actually come from his own party.
Yes.
And so one of the dumbest things in the world. Now, we saw Donald Trump lie constantly in that debate on June 27th. What you did not see was Republicans talking about all of his lies.
I'm still waiting on any of these guys from the left to tell us what one of the lies were. Just give us one. Right after the debate, what did Jill Biden do? What did Joe Biden get up there and do? Oh, Trump lied, but they never actually articulate the lie. I'm still waiting. Here we are 2 weeks, 3 weeks removed from that debate, and not one of these idiots, golly, I shouldn't say that, not one of these people has come out and even said one lie that President Trump told.
They totally ignored it. So what you have, so with all of that, you still have a very tight race. The greatest, so the fundamental problem for Democrats is this, and folks that want to deal with this. You have Dem power brokers who've been trying to get Kamala Harris off the ticket for 3 years. They don't want her to leave the ticket. So the 2028 battle is happening right now. Here's the problem, though. If you pick anyone other, if you take Biden off, you pick anybody other than Harris, you can't transfer the money. You can't transfer the 1,000 campaign workers. You can't transfer the 100 field offices. How do you build a national campaign on the fly in a matter of weeks?
But don't you think, Roland, the party machine, because the super PAC money can be transferred, right? Do you not think? Do you not think the machinery could get behind another candidate?
No, super PAC. Remember, super PACs are not supposed to coordinate with campaigns, even though we know they do. So they can't do that.
That he's absolutely right about. But I will say this. He's also right about the fact that you have the super donors. They're not interested in Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, whatever you want to call her, she's only there as another DEI hire. She's only there for that because people on the Democratic side, they forced her onto the ticket. If you guys recall, there were people like Charlamagne the God and a whole host of other people that were saying, you got to put a black woman on the ticket. For the life of me, I don't understand why, but they said you have to put a black woman on the ticket. And then they chose to put a person that is not even black on the ticket. But she's been so bad as a VP. She's going to go down as the worst VP in the history of the United States. You never get a straight answer out of this lady. All she does is cackle and laugh. That's it. She is not a serious person. The fact that she holds the VP seat is a travesty in itself because she is not a serious person. You never get a serious answer out of her. You don't. And this phrase that we've heard from her, unburdened by what has been unburdened or something along those lines, she said it a million times. No one still has a full understanding of what the heck she's talking about.
So you have to have a campaign apparatus. So the Democrats' greater problem is they're killing their own plan A. Listen, when Disney was trying to get rid of Bob Chapek, the board of Disney didn't go, hey, let's get rid of Bob and don't have a plan B. He had Iger already lined up. You cannot move on plan A unless you have plan B in place.
All right, but so Roland, plan A, plan B, whatever. Who do you want to be the Democrat nominee to come up against Trump?
If you
watch this, you're not going to get a straight answer out this guy. You are not going to get a straight answer out this guy. Check this out. Let me back it up just a little bit.
To be the Democrat nominee to come up against Trump.
If you persuade Biden to step aside, the only logical person from a money and infrastructure standpoint.
No, I hear you.
Is the
But who do you want that to? Who do you want the nominee to be?
No, I'm not. See, again, I don't deal in this Disney-fied world. I deal in reality. The only person from a money standpoint and an infrastructure
I get
standpoint.
you. So would you rather have? Would you rather
Yes,
it be?
the answer.
Okay. So would you personally rather it be Joe Biden or Kamala Harris?
Biden has to decide. See,
Well, what do you think?
If Biden does, listen,
What
Biden
do you
has made
think,
it clear.
Roland?
The left, they're not able to think for themselves. I'm sure he has an idea. I'm not even gonna say I'm sure. I know he has an opinion because this is Roland Martin. The dude has an opinion on everything. It's normally not a good one, but he does. But they're not allowed to think for themselves.
Hey, Piers, Biden has made it clear he's running. Unless Obama goes to him and says, "Hey, Joe."
No, I understand all that, but I'm very curious why somebody who's been one of the most opinionated human beings I've ever known in my life, and which is a good thing. But why can't you just answer a straight question? Which one do you prefer?
Piers, I've been making the phone calls. I'm looking at the reality of this.
I know,
this is not.
Would you rather it be Biden or Harris? Who do you think has a better chance of winning?
I'm telling you right now. You missed what I just told you. Listen to me clearly, Piers. If they move Biden, they're taking out Harris, and that will be completely detrimental.
Why are they taking out Harris? I don't understand.
Because they haven't wanted her anyway. They went to Biden in the last couple of years to get him to drop.
Okay, but look, putting aside all of this, who do you personally, Roland Martin, who would you like to see take on Trump with the best chance of winning? Just give me a name.
The best chance you actually have of winning right now is Biden Harris because of money and infrastructure.
All right, fair enough. I got there in the end. All right.
The entire party into complete disarray.
But I can tell you, you're already in complete disarray, and Joe Biden cannot beat Donald Trump. And actually, what happened last weekend, all that did was cement that. There's no chance.
There was no massive.
The Democratic Party is not.
Let me bring in Jake for a final word on this. Jake, look, it's a fascinating debate.
If that right there doesn't show you or tell you what is going on inside of the Democrat Party right now, if that doesn't show you that party is in total disarray right now, and the people from mainstream media, they are in full-fledged panic mode. The people inside the party that actually hold seats in Congress and in the Senate, they're in complete panic mode. And the donors are like, we're not sending any more money. We can't vote. We can't donate to this debacle. We're throwing money away by supporting this administration. He has no way. He has no way of winning. He has no way of winning. And the fact that Roland Martin, who I agree with Piers, he is one of the most opinionated people out there that has a platform. He has something to say about everything. Everything he has something to say. But this particular situation right here, he will not give you his opinion because Democrats are not allowed to have a mind of their own. When the party tells him what he can think, he will be parroting whatever that is. When the party tells him, that's how it is with those guys. He's the same guy that's like, oh man, these folks need to put more money in the black media. They need to put more money in the black media. He is one of those guys. So he will do anything that these people tell him to do. He will say whatever they tell him to say, and he will get behind whoever they tell him to get behind. Because again, I keep telling you guys this. The Democrat Party is not a party of free thinkers. You have to get all the way on board with them. It's like joining a game. There's no room for, dissension. There's no room to think that you're going to do your own thing. Not with that group. Not with that group. It is blood in or blood out with those guys. Simple as that. And right there, that shows you that's exactly what it is. I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying it for a while. But that particular clip right there It tells you exactly everything that you need to know. That's why you've had Joy Reid, on X with crazy whacked out videos of herself. I don't care if Joe Biden's in a coma, I'm voting with him. Until they tell her who she can support, she's going to continue to support a guy that she knows can't lead this nation, is not leading this nation. And that's how they all are. So whenever the powers that be within the Democrat Party tell them and give them their marching orders and their talking points, they'll continue with the narrative that they've been told to keep up. Simple as that. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. Consider joining the ARP family. It supports me. It supports the team. It supports the channel. It gives us the ability to do what we do on a day-to-day basis. All right? Keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up. And I'm going to catch up with you all next time. Peace.